I mean, you have, because I'm gonna beat you, and
No,
it'll be great for me.
No,
but
no.
Okay.
Well, what did you think when he called you out? Did you think it was a joke?
I did.
All right.
Because I just come from a athletic background, and I'm not used to a YouTuber calling me out for something that I'm like really good at.
So you kind of insulted.
Yeah, at first I thought he was joking. He called Jake out. He called me out. Any of the pools, he didn't care, and I decided to accept first. I think after I beat you the second time, Jake's gonna want to kick your ass too if you're down.
I mean, I'm down.
To get your ass kicked by Jake.
You're not gonna beat me.
I'm gonna beat you twice, and then Jake's gonna beat you.
No, you won't.
And then your career's gonna be done. That's gonna be weird.
Are you, so I'm trying to find out. You're insulted, and are you not surprised by his confidence? Because you beat Weller. You got the job done.
Yeah. I destroyed Weller.
What did you think of that?
Yeah.
You destroyed Weller.
I destroyed Weller.
Look, man.
I'm way better right now than I ever was. So
I would hope so, because I'm not Joe Weller.
So.
I'm not Joe Weller.
I know
just
you're
so you
not.
know, I think you're. I don't think you realize what you've walked into.
No, I have. Trust me.
I don't think
And
so.
I'm very excited.
Me too, bro.
Yeah.
I'm pumped for August 25th.
My clout.
Your clout.
My clout.
It's true. No one in America really knew who you were before.
Oh,
this.
now people know now.
I know, but
People will know.
it's gonna be
Where's the beef,
embarrassing when you-
boy? Where's
You're gonna be
the
the guy that lost it.
where does the beef come from originally? Because I can cut this atmosphere with a nice. The second you walked in the room, where's the beef coming from? What's it all about?
I think right now it's just partly ego. I feel like obviously Logan thinks he's the top dog, and he's not. I'm just gonna literally run through you, bro.
Is that right?
No, that's not right. He's right though. It is an ego thing. I have a pretty big ego. He does too. So at the end of the day, it's just two dudes who are gonna beat the shit out of each other. But for me, I mean, because we didn't have beef. We didn't have beef. Then you called me out, and things got a little too personal for me. So
How personal? What was it? What was it that got in your skin?
I don't want to get into it.
He will.
You know what it is. You know what it is.
Everyone knows. We don't need to.
Yeah, we don't need to get into it. He knows what it is, but it's certain comments that make me think, oh, this is gonna be like a fun boxing match, and then like when you're falling, I'm gonna make that extra effort to hit you again.
I mean, this for me isn't the end goal. My end goal is
I would
to
hope not. It's a
go
YouTube
pro.
boxing match.
Yeah.
You want to go
I
pro?
wanna go pro.
How, you suck. How would you expect to do that?
But I don't. How do you know that?
Because your match against Joe Weller was embarrassing. And when you hit pads, Joe said you don't hit hard. He said you don't hit hard.
Yeah, obviously he's going to say that. I destroyed him, and obviously he doesn't want to admit that he is the weaker opponent.
I disagree. I think Joe Weller's a level-headed guy who understands what he got into, and I think he
He's
choked.
way over his head. He was way over his head.
Out of you two, who do you think has bitten off more than they can chew? Realistically. You called him out. Now he's talking like, what are you doing? Are you mad? Are you mad?
No, seriously. I'm sitting here,
I love it.
and I'm like, what are you, some kind of crazy person? Are you stupid, bro? Like, I wouldn't get in the ring with me.
I'm mad. I'm crazy.
I'm an animal. I'm a dog, bro. If there were two of me,
And I'm a god.
you're a god.
Yeah, you're an animal. I'm a god.
This is what
When it
God
comes
looks
to
like.
this.
Jesus Christ, we got some work to
Yo,
do.
why are you talking about my son?
Oh shit, he believes it. This is crazy. Yo, my friends and I were talking, and it's like we are impressed at how well you embody this role. Because at first I saw your movies, you're not a great actor, but when you sit here and say that stuff, it feels like you're starting to believe you can win. Which is like, no, I'm serious. Like we were talking. It's like It's like how do you do it? How do you do it for this long in front of so many people?
This is called being natural. This is my natural state.
Let's talk facts and fiction. What's your background in combat? Any form of combat?
Yeah, I wrestled for a majority of my life. I did some MMA in high school for a couple years. No boxing though. I'm just an athlete, and I know Joe Weller said he was an athlete too,
And look how that turned out.
I know, but the kid's not an athlete. Like, he's just not. That's not how athletes perform. But, and no offense to Joe Weller, but again, bro, I'm not Joe Weller. I'm a different beast.
Of course I know
I'm a
that.
corn-fed Ohio boy.
How's your preparation for this been going?
It's been doing good.
Mayweather, you trained with Mayweather's camp? Yeah.
I did for a day,
All right.
and then he went.
So you left.
After I did.
With Jeff. With Jeff.
What's your background? By your one fight, what's your background?
So sporting wise, I have no background. Yeah. Literally started boxing less than a year ago.
Do you not find that scary?
No. Yeah.
Not at all?
Because I know.
You see,
But wait, hold on. I have to ask. You get a six-pack, you get some muscles, and then you proclaim that you're God.
Okay.
What's the logic there?
It's called confidence. And
There's a difference between confidence and saying, I am God,
Okay.
and Jesus Christ is my son. You
let me tell you from experience. I've seen professional fighters. One gets in with the other. One fighter doesn't respect the credentials of the other fighter because he thinks you don't belong here. This is what I'm hearing from you. This is what I'm hearing in between the lines. And in that fight, this was Carl Froch, George Groves, 80,000 people, they ended up fighting each other. You know, Carl Froch almost lost. He was the champion. He was the guy that everybody expected to win because he didn't respect his man. What I'm saying is, it sounds like you're not respecting him enough to take him serious enough.
Wouldn't it be funny if he lost then? That pressure.
Can you imagine the bragging rights?
That's a lot of
That's
pressure.
what I'm saying. So are you taking him seriously enough?
Yeah, of course. I mean, look, I grew up my whole life watching fights. I understand how fights work, and as much as I can sit here and pretend to not acknowledge JJ as an athlete and a fighter, he can throw hands. I see that. I'm training hard for it. Of course, I respect his ability to box, and I could get caught with anything. It is a fight. So by no means am I walking in 100% I can win. Anything can happen. It's a fight. I just know what I can
So
do.
you're backtracking now.
What?
You're backtracking.
What?
Well, you said you were the guy who was gonna just run through me.
No,
Now
you
you're
said
now
you
you're-
actually said
now
that.
you're backtracking.
You said that.
No, you.
Can
literally
we
just said
play
that.
the clip again?
No,
You
what are
used
doing?
your own words. You just quoted yourself.
You're backtracking.
Okay.
Okay.
Is the size of it going to be a problem? Is it height on you?
Yeah, he's got
He's
height.
got reach on
He's
you?
got reach. He's got the athletic background. You know, we saw the sparring that you did. Knocked the guy down. Looked pretty good. You know, we got fast hands. Panic though. Panic. You threw a lot of hands there, and you didn't need to. He wasn't really posing that much of a threat, but you threw a lot of hands there. It's gonna, I don't know. It's gonna tire you out a bit if you're gonna throw like that.
How are you going to get through the height and the reach? How are you going to negate this win? How are you going to get this? You want to knock him out, or is it points?
Oh yeah, I'm going to knock him out.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
Damn.
Oh yeah. He's getting knocked out, and it's gonna not be pretty, and you're gonna be worried. You're gonna be in the fight, and you're gonna be like, "Oh shit, this is real.
This is a fight.
This is happening.
This is a boxing match.
Wait, can I handle this guy? No, I can't.
I think so. You're answering
I'm
yourself
gonna
again.
punch you
You're literally
repeatedly.
you're having a conversation. You said
Body
that
shots,
in the press conference.
face shots,
You're gonna hit me in the
Nothing.
face in a boxing match?
constantly.
Wait, good idea,
And
bro.
then eventually,
Your fight
You're
strategy
gonna
is
reach the
impeccable.
ground.
Now, usually when you've got two
Damn.
fighters together, you can sense bullshit.
Okay.
You know, guys try and create that.
That's what I'm saying. I can't.
Right,
I can't with him.
So can you sense any bullshit? Can
No,
you sense-
like I feel like he believes himself. That's why I'm impressed. This is impeccable. Like everyone here is like amazed that you can sit here and say these things, and it's great. Like I'm happy for you. I seriously am.
I think it's interesting that, like throughout this whole interview, you're literally looking everywhere but my eyes.
I just like to be honest with you. I'm kind of done with the talk and the bullshit. Cause let's be honest, like
Oh, Logan.
Logan. I'm gonna make that my ringtone. Let's be honest. The only thing that matters is August 25th.
You don't like this, do you?
Not really. I
You don't
kind of just
like
want to
this
kick
at
the
all.
shit out of you.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're
This
here.
is
Like
making you uncomfortable, isn't it?
I just like it's hard to just
It's
sit here in
scary.
front of you.
You're scared.
Okay,
You're
that's
scared of me.
So you're going to get in the ring fighting on emotion, tactics,
emotion.
or you're going to get him fighting on emotion? Or are you going to
no,
get him
no,
fighting on the game plan?
I'm calm, cool, and collected. I have a strategy. I have a fight plan.
Everyone has a plan.
Plan till they get hit in the face.
Till they get hit in
You're
the face.
predictable. That's bad for you. Bro.
You tell me round one. Tutu, as far as the fight goes, talk me through the fight. From your point of view. I'm coming to you too.
Yeah, of course.
I want to give the fans a show. I'm a showman. Round one, I'm gonna feel you out, but at the same time, I think I'm gonna hit you with a couple shots that make you realize truly what you've accidentally walked into. Because again, I think you're caught in like YouTube land. This the big boys game now.
Explain.
This the big boys game now, bro. When you get hit in the face, harder than you've ever been hit before in sparring.
I've been on YouTube longer than you, so.
For 6 years, and you just got your first YouTube Red show, bro. Congratulations. It's your big day.
That's round one.
I'm so
Have we got 10 in the fight?
Huh?
That's round one. Have you knocked him out yet?
No, my coach wants me to, but I feel like.
You can't.
Okay. I feel like if we go past round one, it'll be a bit better of a show. So I think round two is a bit of a show, and then round three is the knockout. That's what.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
JJ?
Round one, body shots. Lots and lots of body shots. I'm gonna aim for that body, man. It's open. It's always open.
How do you know that?
Yeah, just from your sparring.
My 18-second sparring tape
It's shown
that I taped a month ago.
It's shown a lot, bro. Round two, I might increase the pace. In fact, I probably will. Just increase it, just a bit, just a tad. See how you do. See if you can chill in boiling hot water. And then round three, this is when I really home in. This is where the shots get more powerful. This is where the energy just soars through my veins. And that's when you
talk, it sounds like
will
a
be worried.
Dragon Ball Z character. I can't get over this. Like
And
this
then
is
round four.
Do you write this down? Do
is
you write these things down?
I finish you off and end your career.
So
I feel like you believe yourself. That's why I envy your ignorance. I really do. I wish
Welcome to Manchester, hello, and welcome to the world for the biggest moment in YouTube history that is happening here tonight. By the end of this evening, two of the biggest YouTubers in the world, one will find out who is the best, which sounds very dramatic, but it is pretty much dramatic, let's be honest. It's been a bit of a weird, rocky path up until this point. A lot of beef, a lot of drama, as we'd come to expect from YouTube. And it's all culminated into this. 15,000 people in the Manchester arena and millions of you watching at home. We've got 7 undercard fights coming up for you. We've got the clash of the brothers Deji and Jake, as well as the main event, of course, which is KSI versus Logan Paul. So before we kick off all into that, I've got a man who knows what he's actually talking about. Spencer, you've actually been organised in making this event happen, and of course you are also a boxer.
Yeah, I am a former European super bantamweight champion many moons ago now. So yeah, I know inside the ropes, I know outside the ropes. Been helping put this event together, and it's been a real roller coaster. We finally got there, and it's a packed house here this evening as well. I'm really looking forward to this one now. I know KSI, Logan Paul, Deji, and Jake, as well as the undercard, have really put in a lot of hard work for this. And they're looking for recognition from the boxing world. They've brought in all the big names from boxing, and I think they're going to get that as well. I think they're going to put on a big performance tonight.
I mean, okay, so one of the things obviously that everyone will know following this kind of story, it all kind of started off as a bit of a joke, and it kind of escalated into other fights and stuff like that. And some of the drama in the lead up to this particular event, obviously, you know, Deji turning up and getting a little bit of a slap from Jake there earlier on this week. There's been a lot of drama.
Yeah.
Is this quite common in normal boxing or not really?
Yeah, I think there's always a lot of tension in boxing, especially when the stakes are so high. You've got to remember, these are, you know, some of the biggest YouTubers in the world, so there is a lot of eyes on them. There's, you know, tens of millions of people, tens of millions of people, and it's something that's totally out of their comfort zone.
Yeah.
They're not boxers,
yeah.
You know, they've only been doing it a few months, so yeah, it's a huge amount of pressure. 18,000 sellout fans here, and yeah, it's a difficult job. It's a big ask, so of course the tensions are going to run high, and we did see that earlier on in the week with Jake and Deji.
No, but I mean, I suppose it's a different thing than perhaps like in your time, where, you know, okay, you might hear booing actually at, you know, a boxing match, whereas with these guys, like if they don't win, you know, millions of people will give them stick about it, basically.
Absolutely.
And that's a hard thing to reckon with and reconcile.
Yeah, because listen, two boxers should get ultimate respect from the fans, from their opponents, when they step through them ropes, because it's a difficult thing to do. But I know what's at stake for these guys, because there is, you know, a lot of social media surrounding these guys. They're going to be getting a lot of stick, you know, on social media, so it's going to be difficult for them. They've got to win. The stakes are really high.
What was one of your most pressured situations as a boxer? Anything like on this scale?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that, you know, when I was boxing, you know, for the European title was a massive pressure for me. I was only a young kid. I wasn't expected to win. I was going in the ring as a big underdog, and I pulled it off. That was a big bit of pressure on my shoulders, you know, and I expect these guys will have a very similar amount of pressure on their shoulders. All right, it might not be for no boxing stakes, but in their world, you know, there's a lot at stake.
So I have to say, you know, I don't know an awful lot about boxing. It's not super my world. I've done a lot of research this week. One thing I've realised is that it's kind of more EastEnders-y than EastEnders, I feel. It's like there's so much kind of soap opera and drama and gossip. My goodness, the gossip sites about boxing. You think things like TMZ are crazy and, oh, they're talking about... Seriously, you boxing guys, you like to have a bit of a chin wag and a little bit of a...
Yeah, Julia, it's all about the mind games. It's all about, you know, some fighters can get defeated before they get in the ring. I think that's what Deji was trying to do going into Jake Paul's gym. He was trying to play the mind games, trying to get inside his head. You know, they had a big tussle and he left. Did it work? I'm not sure it did, if I'm honest, because it never quite worked out. But fighters do that. They try and get the fight won before they step through the ropes.
So is it that mental, though? Is it that mental? Because, I mean,
Absolutely.
I think, you know, from the surface, people are going to watch a boxing match and think like, oh, well, just go in there, hit the guy harder, win. And obviously there's so much more to it than that.
No, listen, there's a lot of tactics, a lot of tactics involved. There's a fight plan. They go in there. If fight plan A doesn't work, they've got to have a plan B. You know, it's all about the mind games. You know, I don't know if you've heard the expression before when they say it's 80% mental, 20% physical.
Really?
Well, that's exactly it. Now, I'm going to tell you what's going to
I'm
happen
going to go to the gym then. I'll be like, I'm just going to play mind games.
So let's tell you what's going on here with these guys. They've got 6 3-minute rounds. So KSI's boxed once before. Logan's never boxed before. You know, he's got some combat sport back history, but he's never boxed before.
Yeah.
They're doing 6 threes. That is so difficult.
That's long,
so
right?
that is so long.
Celebrity stuff, right?
That is so long. So once all the physical stuff's been done, it's all about the mental strength.
Yeah.
Second half of the fight, they're going to have to push on. They're going to be doubting themselves. They're going to be asking themselves why they're here, why they're doing it. So it's all about the guy that can bite on his gum shield, and that's all the mind games and the mental strength.
Right.
So,
right. Okay. So, I mean, I'm super hyped about this. I have no idea how this is going to go. We actually have a little trailer for you, which is Deji versus Jake, which has actually turned into more drama than KSI versus Logan. So let's find out what's happened.
You want to box me now?
You brought yourself into this. I'm sitting here and I'm challenging you, cuz.
You're challenging me.
I fight you, you train however long you want, and Logan fights KSI.
It all happened in LA when this bitch refused to fight my brother, so I had to step in. I had to step in and fight you myself. You're a bitch.
This ain't no game, dog. When you knocked out on the canvas and your family's watching you.
Yeah.
Welcome to relevancy, bitch.
All right, enough's enough, lads. I'm still.
The night before, you're going to be awake. You're going to be shaking.
That's what you think, man.
You're going to be getting into the ring, pissing yourself.
I'm so excited for this fight. August 25th is going to be the best.
I'm gonna run this down.
So yeah, an awful lot has happened. How much do you think it's going to throw the brothers for, like, you know, KSI and Logan Paul if one of their brothers loses beforehand? Do you think it's going to really mess them up?
I think there's a lot of pressure on their shoulders. Yeah, I think that the first fight's gonna count for a lot. I think that Deji's going in there. He believes he's going to win. I've been speaking to him in the build-up, not just this week, but you know, for the last couple of months now. And Jake Paul's really up for it as well. So listen, every one of those guys believes they're going to win. And will it affect KSI or Logan if the brother loses? You know, that's a difficult one. I'm not sure. I think that they might just have their own minds on their own game, but obviously the brothers want to win and they want their brothers to win. So I'm not sure how that's going to affect them. That could play a part.
Because, I mean, you were talking before a little bit about having, you know, plan A and plan B and plan C. So I guess, like, in their head, they must have run all the different eventualities just in case. Is that why when someone does something really weird in the ring or something a bit unusual, it kind of really throws people? Because you sort of like, it's when you haven't run that particular contingency plan in your head.
Well, that's what it's about. It's about playing with your opponent's mind. So say me and you are fighting, I'm coming forward.
There. Mentally,
I'm coming forward.
Right.
I'm pushing forward, and I'm working you, working you. And things are not quite working for me doing that. You're catching me a lot, and I decide to go on the back foot. That can play with your opponent's mind.
Yeah.
And I think that that's what these guys will have, all those strategies. They would have been through all that with their trainers. You know, if Logan Paul comes out fast and he goes on the front foot, but KSI is picking him off on the outside.
Yeah.
You know, they might tell him to go take a step back himself. I mean, there's a lot of tactics involved in the sport of boxing. How much these guys have done, I'm not sure. You know, they've only been training for a few months, and I'm not sure. I've seen the improvement of these guys, you know, in the last few months has been phenomenal. I'm really expecting a good fight here. I think that both fights going in are quite even. Who's going to win? I'm not sure.
You haven't put a cheeky bet on?
I haven't put a cheeky bet on you.
No, I haven't. Okay, right, we have got another trailer for you for the main act, which is KSI versus Logan Paul. Let's find out what's been happening.
Your winner, KSI!
Obviously, if man's got this belt right now, you can come get it. Logan Paul, do you want some, bro? I'm ready, yo.
Yo, you want to be fighting me right now? Came here to close the deal? Okay. Let's close the deal, all right? Logan Paul versus KSI, August 25th.
Who's ready for the biggest internet event in history?
Can't wait to punch you right in your stupid smug face.
I don't think you realize what you've walked into.
No, I and it's gonna not be pretty, and you're gonna be worried. You're gonna be in the fight, and you're gonna be like, "Oh shit, this is real."
This is like.